This is Mikra Vav, or reading 6. Reading 6 is the Akedat Yitzchak Beit, so the second cycle of the binding of Isaac's story. This is Chelek Aleph, the first section. There are 3 sections in this story. I'm going to read through the entirety of the story in Hebrew, and then I will go back and translate each section. V'ha Elohim nesa et Avraham, v'amar elav Avram, Hineni, tikach na et bincha et yahidcha asher ahavta et Yitzchak, v'telek el eretz hamoraya, v'ta'ale oto sham l'olah al achad he harim asher omar lecha. V'avraham hishkim b'boker v'chavash et chamoro v'lekach et shnei na'arav ito v'et Yitzchak bano u'v'kea atzei olah v'hu kam v'halak el hamakom asher amar lo ha'elohim. So translated, and God tested Abraham, and he said unto him, Abraham. So up here, nisa is our PL verb. We just learned PLs previous to this reading. And God is the subject, so God is testing Abraham. And he said unto him, Abraham. Abraham said, Behold me. God continues and he says, Take, please, your son, your only one, whom you love, Isaac. So all of these are the individual objects of this verb. They are not bound together. They're all separate, and they're what we call in apposition to each other, meaning that they all stand in the same place syntactically in the sentence. The author repeats this in a very unusual fashion to emphasize the very unique nature of Yitzhak and Abraham's life. So take your son, your only one, whom you love, Isaac, and go unto the land of Moriah and offer him up, or cause him to go up there for an offering upon one of the mountains, which I will speak unto you. So we have some interesting verbal forms here. We have a hifil verb here, although it has no signs of the hifil. It's a weak verb, so it has lost its hirik yod that we expect from a hifil. And the hay has also been pushed out because it's an imperfect. This tikach is also interesting because the lamed has assimilated into the kaf, so that's why there's a dagesh in the kaf. It's because this root is lamed kaf chet lekach, which means to seize or to take. And the lamed has been pushed out by the tav because it's an imperfect, and the lamed has been assimilated into the kaf. Another interesting verbal form is down here, omar. This is an imperfect of amar. There was an aleph added on to the front of this verb because it is first common singular. You'll remember the verbal table, yod, tav, 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 aleph. First common singular adds aleph in the imperfect. But we can't have 2 gutturals at the beginning of a word in Hebrew, so we join those 2 gutturals together. And we are left with just 1 aleph. Omar, first common singular. I will speak unto you, or I will tell you. And Abraham arose early in the morning. Here we have a hifil, the hay is added to the front, and we got a hirik yod at the end. This is a little misleading. If we didn't know this word, it almost looks like a masculine plural noun with this im ending. but that mem is part of the root of shakam, which means to arise. And the heroic yod is telling us that this is a hifil. So Abraham caused himself to arise early in the morning, and he saddled his donkey, and he took 2 of his lads, or his servants, with him. Notice the bound nouns here. The 2 is bound. It's actually 2 is an adjective, but it's bound to its noun. And it's lost its mem. And here na'ara is bound to its suffix here. So 2 of his servants. And ito, this is 8, or it, which means with, and it has a suffix, so with him. And Isaac, his son. And he split wood of offering, or burnt, so the wood of the burnt offering. And he split wood of the burnt offering. Wood here is in the plural, and it is bound to olah. And he arose, and he walked unto the place which he spoke to him, God. So God is the subject of this verb. So God spoke to him. Remember that grammatical words will move the verb forward in word order, so the verb comes first. Also remember that prepositional phrases that are the object of verbs will move forward with their verb. So both of these have been what we call fronted to the front of the sentence because of the grammatical term here, and the subject is left at the end, Ha Elohim. So they rose and they walked into the place which God said to him. So this is the second cycle of the binding of Isaac, and this is the first section of that cycle.